What's the name of this one?
This is the Sydney.
The Sydney.
The Sydney, and then Jeff's back there putting together another one that goes with the Moxie on the floor right there. Perfect.
Moxie on the floor. Isn't it pretty?
It is pretty. And this
Hi,
one
you're
is-
live.
We're live. Okay, we're excited. Can you tell Kathy and Jessica and Pam and Stephanie were in Chicago-ish area yesterday, Illinois. Illinois is a big state, but they were near Chicago. And they went to a Janome training event, which they've got 4 new machines, I think, coming out.
4 coming out.
4 coming out, and so you're going to hear about those. But before those machines come out, we've got new Aero cabinets in the shop ready to sell. And so if you've ever had an Aero cabinet, I've had a couple of them, and I love them. The Kangaroo Aero Company make the most beautiful sewing furniture, and we are one of their distributors here in Central Indiana. And the quality of these are so wonderful. These came already assembled, which is awesome. You can get them already assembled. You don't have to put them together. If you want pricing, if you want to come in and see how they work, they're kind of like, my kids had those transformers that you fold them all up and they go in a little box. That's what these do. The machines drop down and it closes up so you can have a sewing area that's completely closed and just gives you a flat surface. Or when you're sewing, you can open it up like a transformer and you have all this space. You've got wings on the back, you've got wings on the side, you've got a pressing station there, you've got your machine, up and in the middle where you can see it. It's just the best setup for your sewing studio. So we've got this one in, and then the gray one in the corner, Kathy, is a new one, I presume?
Yeah, it's a Kangaroo and Joey, and they've added the extension on the right-hand side to the Kangaroo and Joey. Yes, that's new to the Kangaroo and
So
Joey.
this little wing out here wasn't there before, which is, I can see that really be important because I always use that part of my machine too. So we do have 2 machines on here. Typically you're not going to have it set up that way. But you see there's this little rolly part here. And this will slide out and give you even more space than what you got. So
And that top, yeah.
this will come up and go down. It's just a transformer. You got to come in and watch them transform it from nothing to everything. It's just phenomenal. So check with us. We always have the chairs available if you want to, it's the most comfortable sewing chair you'll ever sit in, I promise. Lots of little storage underneath. We also get the inserts to go in so your machines lay flat with it. This one's not been quite adjusted yet, but when you get that adjusted, this is a nice flat sewing surface, which is so helpful when you're sewing to not have to go over those bumps and lumps and things like that. So new machines coming, new tables coming, lots of opportunities for you to shop in our store, in our machines department, and get not only a sewing machine, but the furniture to go with it. Those were really big. Look at this one though. This one's called Gidget. Love this little Gidget. It's a perfect size if you don't have a lot of room. It'll also fit in your sewing space. And I have a machine in one of these too. So, every time you get a machine, it needs its own little table. Yeah, there's going to be more over here. So we're under construction. When you come in and look and we're moving stuff around, it means more good stuff's coming. And Kathy's working away. Look at her.
Kathy's building.
She
I
has,
am.
she has,
What you
there's
building?
No skills she can't do.
This, you add this, it's Krista's quilt box holders.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can add it to the end so your quilt doesn't fall off.
Oh, that's
Okay.
helpful.
Yes, and you can put it on any of the tables.
It's a gate.
So it's a little gate.
Well, that's
It
helpful.
is very helpful.
That's a new feature.
Yeah, it's pretty new. We just haven't had it very long, and it'll be.
Oh, look
perfect
who's
on
lurking
that.
in the
Oh,
shadows.
there's Stephanie,
Stephanie.
in the corner.
Stephanie's lurking in the shadows.
I love this. This is a great table.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. The ironing, and there's a drawer underneath it looks like.
And this mat I'm going to put on there.
Storage.
It's electric.
Oh, it's electric, goes up and down with electricity.
Yes.
Can we,
You can-
oh, look at the little fan.
And this mat, we sell them at fans because it's
Wait,
hot.
where's the fan?
Right
The little
here.
fan.
Is it
Whoa, I
Oh,
like that.
Plug it in. The machine's not plugged in.
Yeah,
The
it does-
machine's
it does
plugged in.
get
gets-
hot.
It gets very hot.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, there's your
We sell
favorite
these.
rotary cutting
Yeah.
mat too.
Love. It'd be perfect
See, I
on the
like
end down
this.
there. I love those. I use it all the time at home.
Yeah, it's a good rotating mat. If you like a rotating mat, this is a good one. So there's so many fun
Good.
things.
I love the insert with it.
Yeah, the insert looks
And it
good.
needs to go up just a
Yeah, it does
smidge.
have to go up just a
Yeah, we
little
have
bit,
to
but
adjust
you'll have to
them.
adjust them.
Pretty well.
There's an adjustment you can do to get that to level exactly perfectly. So there you go.
And the other one, I know how to do the other one, so there we go.
Yay! Okay, come see the machine department. But we're going to go look at some fabric because they're still rearranging. So if you come in and it doesn't look quite like this, it's because they're still tweaking it, making it perfect.
You guys are in the action, in the moment.
This
You
is
can't
action.
stop Kathy.
Sweating,
When she gets started.
sweating. Yeah, thanks. It's a little cooler today. All right, I wanted to feature a particular product today that I think is such a great bag. This is called A Place for Everything 2.0. It's a by Annie pattern, which if you've made any of by Annie's patterns, you know they are just the best. I actually have this bag in flamingos. It sat on our sales floor for a long time as a sample, as a flamingo bag. And one of our staff members said, you know, I really want something for my EPP. And I said, you want to do the Place for Everything bag 2.0. And here she did it. Look how stunning her bag turned out. It is just adorable. She's used little tape in here, you know, with scissors on it. And I mean, the combination of fabrics is just great. This
Is there anything in that pocket?
well, I kind of feel like I'm, you know, breaking into her purse. No, not yet. This is Sarah Swanson, who does our embroidery part of our business.
She has all kinds of goodies in there.
Well, she does. She does English paper piecing also. And so this is just the bomb for English paper piecing. So she's got her templates in there. You see this is little zipper pockets here. The pattern calls for vinyl in some places. She's put in mesh instead. It goes to what I'm always telling you. Just because it says vinyl doesn't mean you have to use vinyl. You can use mesh. So this, she did choose to use the vinyl. You got a zipper here. She's got, you know, all her stuff. And look how the zipper's set into the mesh. It's just, it's such a great little pattern. Now, I will tell you, this is not for the faint of heart. Now, the other part is this comes out, and then you can take these apart and, you know, work with them, take them in and out, whatever you want to do. But this is not a pattern that you're going to do if you're a beginning sewist. I think you need to have made a few bags if you're going to make this. But look how it just holds everything. Oh, the thread, this is behind vinyl here instead of mesh. She's done vinyl, mesh, vinyl. Great. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you don't need that vinyl. Sometimes the mesh, and the mesh is a little easier to sew with than the vinyl. Vinyl takes a little effort. Here's another zipper pocket back here. Then she's got another zipper pocket back here. And look how it just closes all up.
A nice, neat,
Nice,
contained
neat,
package.
everything.
Wow.
And then she's got a zipper pocket out here too. Looky, here's a little zipper pocket and a pocket. So if you're looking for a bag for your English paper piecing, or maybe you're a crafter, maybe you're a paper crafter, or you know, even like leather tooling. You're doing your leather tooling, Peter. This would be a great way to keep all your leather
The
tools
wool
together.
embroidery. I could see a wool embroiderer do that.
Cross stitch.
I could see like a cross stitch because there's, if you're working on several projects, you can put them in those bags and that removable insert. But then some of them, they use so much floss. Like I was looking at this one called Autumn at, now I don't remember the page or the pattern, but it had, I swear it had 30 flosses.
Yeah, there's a lot. So,
Autumn at Hawk Ridge, I think, is the pattern.
So this is a great bag. By Annie has great videos to support if you're going to make it. It's just wonderful. I can't say enough about her patterns. I can't say enough about the convenience of this bag. The pattern I made is not the 2.0 version, it's the original version. This 2.0, they've made some tweaks on it, and it's really a good bag. So if you see Sarah in our store, she is one of our employees, you might say, hey, I saw your bag, I loved how gorgeous it was. And she is a master bag maker. She makes some stunning bags, and she definitely went above and beyond this.
She runs our embroidery department.
Yes,
so
she does.
Everybody who brings in shirts to have personalized or
Hats.
bags or totes or hats or towels, she does all the embroidery.
Yep. She's a great gal. So just showing some of the skill. This is what our staff's doing. Our staff is constantly making all the samples, and they work on their personal stuff too. So we're going to kind of show you some of the things that they're making along so that you can see, you know, we aren't always just about showing you what's available for sale, but we want you to see what we get done because we love seeing what you get done too. So let's just share with each other the projects we finish, and this is one that's gotten finished in our store. So if you want to make it, it's a place for everything 2.0 bag. The pattern has a pretty extensive list of supplies. If you would want to order it online, you can call the orders department, 317-776-4227. They could help you put this together, or you can come in the store. Actually, just purchase the pattern and buy it that way. So, good job, Sarah. If this doesn't get home to Sarah, nobody tell her who took it. Shh, it's a secret. Now, let's look at fabric. Bye. All right, I'm over here in the novelty kind of corner of the shop. We've got an area that's just primarily devoted to the novelty fabrics, and there's some flannel over here. Children's fabric, not completely. I mean, kids fabric isn't what it used to be. It used to be kids fabric was very specific, but anymore it's just kind of fun. So what I want to show you is this flannel that came in from the tag is covered. Northcott. This is Northcott. So, okay, have you got Touch-A-Vision yet? Because we really need to Touch-A-Vision. This is the softest.
What is it?
It's so soft. It's just, oh, I can't stand how soft it is. But anyway, this is from Northcott. It's called, Northcott Night Owl. And we have a kit put together.
Wide Awake.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's Northcott Night Owl Wide Awake.
Isn't that fun?
I love it.
Isn't that fun? Look at
Wide
these
awake.
pretty little owls.
That dude's wide awake.
He is wide awake. Those eyes are pretty big. He's had about 40 cups of coffee, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yep. And then little clouds. The color tones in this are lovely. I told him we were getting ready to do a What's New video, and a customer was buying the entire line, and so they had to, kind of finish getting her fabric cut so that they could put it back up here so we could take pictures of it. I have a suspicion this one's going to sell out. Look at him sitting on the moon.
He's sitting in the moon. The moon looks so happy.
It does. The moon's
the little
happy. The owl's
stars.
happy. And it even lends, then the pinks and the greens that are in it are down here. I love the little trees. This little tree piece is so cute. So pajamas, baby quilt, little hooded baby blankets, the little burp towels. And then, we've got a kit. Tic-tac-toe. Who? Get it? Tic-tac-who?
Who?
38 by 47, perfect size for a baby quilt. Somebody's got a new baby coming. Looks like it comes with a couple of little burp rags that you can make. Complete quilt top to do the binding and the quilt top. Not included the backing or the batting. And I'm just thinking, gosh, this is one of those keep on your shelf because you never know when somebody's going to have a baby and you need a real quick gift. These are perfect to put together. If you can't get it made in time for the baby, give them the package and say, give it back to me and I'll sew it, and then they can have it when they go to college. I'm sorry, I digress. But I hear a lot of people say, oh, I started making a baby quilt and now they're going to college. That does happen. It happens a lot. But that fabric line came in and we think it's really lovely. We've had a lot of fun looking at that. The other thing I want to show you are the Minky backs that we had to go with this. So we're going to have to walk through the store a little bit. That's okay. We're going to give you some eye candy on the tour and look around. You can see what all's going on. We've always got customers stomping around and us too. So come on over here. We're going to go to the Minky and you can see that fabric too. Right here. Oh, these are luscious.
Wow, we are stocked.
We are stocked, and these just came in. So these specifically go with that flannel line that we were just looking at, but I'm just telling you
Wow.
right now. And this is the nicest, softest. You could make a teddy bear. You could make a pillow.
Oh my goodness,
Isn't that
Cappy,
great?
we need to Touch-A-Vision.
We do. I'm telling you, we're gonna figure that out.
That is amazing.
Isn't it fabulous? So if you were doing a breast cancer quilt, you might want some of these for the breast cancer quilts or for those people that have to have those real soft, fuzzy quilt backs. We do carry all this as Minky, so that means it's all super, super soft. It's delightful for quilt backs. I know people are like, oh, I'm afraid to put that on the back of my quilt. I'm afraid it's going to be hard to work with. It is not. I can tell you that the minky on the back of a quilt, I have in my living room a whole quilt rack full of quilts. And when everybody comes over and we're snuggled up watching TV, the ones with the minky are the ones everybody grabs. It's like, well, wait, I want that one that has the minky on the back. Except for my husband, he gets too hot. But for everybody else, we're always grabbing the quilts with the minky because it gets soft. And the more you use it, the softer it gets. And the more you wash it, the cuddlier it gets. So don't ever hesitate to mix your cotton with minky. It's perfectly fine. The durability of it is great. So I'm all for minky quilt backs. And we've got a nice selection that you can pick from. The other thing is they're wider. So these are 60 inches wide. These are actually 90 inches wide. So it makes it so you don't have to piece it either. You don't have to seam it. If you do have to seam minky though, it seams beautifully. It's a nice clean seam. You don't even see it. So these are the extra wides. So these are 90 inches wide, which this right here, I'm just take a nap right here. I'm gonna take a little. I'll see you later. Just gonna go to sleep though. I wish I could. This is soft though. It's great. It's a whole new level for fabric. So I think we have seen pretty much what I wanted to show you as far as fabric and things like that. We're gonna go back to the studio and do some fun things. But I want to let you know we're gonna give away another fat quarter bundle, Peter.
Sign me up.
Benartex Company has been so gracious to give us some fat quarter bundles. And so we're going to give this one away next week, okay? We've got one from last week's video that we're going to give away at the end of this video. But this is what you're bidding for this week, okay? And this is kind of a fallish. I said it had a Christmas theme. And Peter and I had a discussion that this really isn't a Christmas deer. It's a hunting season deer. And it's an 8-point buck. So those of you who are hunters, don't be hurting this deer. He's too pretty. But this is a really fun line. We've had this one in for a little while, but it's kind of the end of our Christmas lines coming in. We've pretty much got all the seasonal stuff we're going to get. We're now kind of going back into just getting the regular fabric lines. But I want to give this away to somebody. And so even though it's not really a Christmas line, just to kind of finish up our Christmas ideas and Christmas quilting, I want to hear what your very favorite Christmas present was, ever. You can go as far as you want back to when you were a little kid or even as an adult. What was your favorite Christmas present that you ever got? If you comment that on our YouTube channel right there, just comment that under this video. What was your favorite Christmas present? And we'll pick a winner, and we're going to get these to you as a gift. So it's 21 fat quarters. So that's kind of a chunk of fabric right there.
Wow.
Yep. So let us know what your favorite is.
Wait, at today's price of $4.99 a fat quarter.
Yeah.
It's
a chunk of money.
Is that $100?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is my math wrong?
20 times 5 is 100. Right? Yeah, that's right.
It's $100.
That's $100 right there.
$100.
We're going to give this to you.
We're going to give you $100.
Are we ever nice? We are the nice store. So, comment what your favorite Christmas present was, and you'll be entered to win this particular bundle. And then stay tuned, because we're going to announce last week's winner when we get back to the sewing studio. Keep watching. Live, here we go. So we're back in the studio now, and we've started this summer sewing project program with Moda. We made the beach ball, we made the flannel, the blanket that had all the little cuts in it, so that you got like a little shredded edge on it that was really fun. And we also made the pillowcase. So now we're making the tote bag. And last week I told you to pick out your fabric. I picked a couple Tula fabrics. I know, be surprised. This is a kind of a mothy fabric, and this is just her geode. So these are some that were in my stash, and I cut it to the dimensions on the pattern. It's really simple. It's basically just 15 by 36, two pieces, the same size, 15 by 36 that I've cut. The nice thing about that, what I did was I actually just laid the fabric on top of each other and just did both cuts at the same time, because it's fairly small. With it being 36 inches across, most fabric is 40 inches. So when you look at the piece of fabric that's usually folded like this and your selvages are over here, your selvages are at the bottom, I can just lay that piece down, cut my 15 inches, and I'm pretty close to the 36 inch already. Just trim it up. So it's a real easy cut to make the pieces that you need for the bag inside and outside. And then it calls for using a long strip of twill tape or
Webbing.
webbing. Oh my gosh, I have a block about that word. Or webbing. This is actually a product that Tula makes. This is almost like a seatbelt webbing. And I'm going to use this, I think, for my bag because, first of all, it matches. How cute is that? And I can buy this, in a piece that's about the right length. So I'm going to use that in this bag. But if you wanted to make a handle, I wanted to show you how you can make a handle for a bag. It's funny, in my Cappy's a Bag class that we just videotaped for the next one that's coming up, we made a handle in that one too. And so we're going to do the same technique basically. What you're going to see here though is if I just use just fabric by itself, it's a fairly flimsy handle. That's really okay for what I think this tote bag is going to be used for. I don't need a big heavy solid handle. But the fabric handle is not included in the instructions you get from the Moda pattern. So I wanted to tell you how to cut that. I actually cut 2 pieces of 25-inch long fabric and I cut it 4 inches wide because that, when I fold it in, gives me a 1-inch handle. So let's go to the ironing board here real quick. Let me show you how you do that. So this is my 4-inch wide piece of fabric and it's 25 inches long. So in order to fold it in half, I just fold it wrong sides together and press it. And that gives me the center line. Okay? And then I fold the raw edges to that center line on both sides. Put it down here so you can see. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
Fold it both sides in like that and like that. And then press that again. So I can press that again. And it's more natural for me to go from this end just because of the way my hands work. So I go like this. Now, if I want this handle to be firmer, to have more stability, to be a little heavier, maybe to withstand the wear and tear, I can put an interfacing in there. Nothing on this bag calls for an interfacing. The handle without the interfacing would be sufficient. It really would. But, for those of you who like to kind of interface things, you could even interface the bag if you wanted to. You don't have to, but you could. And then if I was going to interface this, I would take a 1-inch strip and just lay it right inside there. And I would iron that in. And then fold it over. You could cut the same width as the strap and lay that entirely piece in there and fold it all in. That's going to make it super heavy. I think that would be too heavy for this bag. I think just a single layer of interfacing might be plenty to make a little firmer handle, and I can just fold that in and then iron that in, and that makes that just a little more stability. If I was using canvas, I probably wouldn't even think about that at all. But then to sew this handle, I want to take that to the sewing machine and I want to sew down both sides. So I've done that, and it's now my 4-inch piece has become a 1-inch piece, and I'm going to sew down either side of this so that I end up with this. You can see right there, there's just a little stitching down each side, okay? And then these pieces are going to tuck in, the ends of this handle will tuck down inside the bag, and that's how you're going to make your handles. So your choice. You can get a pre-purchased, already made twill tape or webbing or whatever you want to use that's a handle already made that you don't have to make it, or you can make your own handle with matching fabric. I'll leave that up to you, but next week we're going to start sewing the whole bag together, and you can see how this goes together really lickety-split. So thanks for playing along with this program, and the next thing we're going to do is give something away. I decided we wanted to do this back here. We had a contest. Oh, and Peter, did you bring our list of all the fair food? We'll have to get
No, I'll get the list.
Let's get the fair food list. Okay, so Peter has a list now. We were all asking what was the big new fair food, because every year at the fair there's a new fried food or something that's bad for you. And last week on What's New, we had you guys post your favorite stuff. And Peter's grinning. It was the funnest list, wasn't it, Peter?
I loved it. It was awesome.
Oh,
It was very inspiring.
It was. And I'm ready to go to the fair now.
And I don't remember which commenter it was. It's somebody I know. They said, "You guys are cracking me up with this whole fair food thing."
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know what? We could take this even a step further.
Yes. Oh, we can. Yeah, there's so much fun stuff that happens at the fair that if you don't get to go to your local fair, do, because it's good family fun, and I think it's really good for the kids to get the support that 4-H gives them. So we're big 4-H here. We're all about 4-H. But anyway, everybody commented about their fair food. I had seen some things I hadn't heard of, like pickled pizza. I think
I
it was.
didn't hear the pickled pizza.
Pickled pizza was
People
new.
were saying you can get the grilled cheese sandwiches at the dairy bar.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, and then he has a list. Now, are you going to read the list or shall I?
You can hold the camera and I'll read it on camera because it's hilarious.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, go.
All right.
We switched spots. This is fun.
This is just too much fun. I'm having so much fun with all these fair foods. It's
Yeah.
just a riot. Okay, so in no particular order, and if you want to read it for yourself, Nancy found this for us on the Indy Star website.
Yep.
So here we go. Okay, there's brachos. And the great thing about this list is it has where to get them, like what the stand name is. And then also has a description too. So we have brachos, buffalo pork and mac, flaming hot Cheeto corn in a cup,
Oh, dear.
Indiana hardwood nachos, pepperoni pizza pretzel, sirloin tip fries.
Okay, I'm voting that one.
Are you curious?
I'm curious.
Okay, that's at SW Concessions, and those are curly fries topped with cheese, sirloin tips, and A1 steak sauce.
Okay, that's a contender. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, make mental notes, Cappy.
I am.
Elote street corn pizza. Smoked bologna burnt ends. Spicy sweet chili walking taco.
Ooh.
The walking burger.
Okay, does the burger walk or does the person walk? That's the question.
Okay. This one is coming to us from our friends at the Indiana Ribeye.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you asked, because they're bite-sized hamburger pieces with cowboy beans and choice of regular or barbecue chips. So you get a handful of these, and you can walk around the fair and then eat
them.
burgers.
Okay, that's good. But I can't go to the Cowborn when I'm eating burgers. Can I just tell you? It feels like a violation.
I mean, we won't say anything about
Let's
that.
not talk about it. Okay.
Okay, so that is my favorite place to go, is the Cow Barn, because they have all the baby calves.
Aw.
And I could spend hours in there inside just petting all those calves. They have all the different breeds, the Guernseys, the Jerseys, the Holsteins, and some other ones I can't remember the name of.
Well, the White Castles, the Burger Kings, the McDonald's.
Okay, I don't think about it like that.
Okay.
Okay, Wicked Chicken and Waffles.
Ooh.
Barbecue pig wings.
I didn't know pigs had wings. When pigs can fly, they go to the fair apparently. Okay, all right.
Oh, that's funny. So that's from our friends at the Indiana Pork tent, and those
Pig
are
wings, okay.
Those are handheld pork wing cut from the bottom of the ham. So they're
Okay.
competing with the handheld burgers.
Okay.
Deep fried corn on a stick.
Oh, okay. I got a visual on that. That's not. Ooh.
Hoosier Burger Mango.
Okay, so here's funny. Is a mango a green pepper or is it like a fruit? Because some Hoosiers call green peppers mangoes.
Oh, we always have this conversation
Yes.
when we talk about mangoes.
Yes.
I'm very glad you asked, because I just saw it's from Black Leaf Vegan. So Hoosier Burger Mango.
That's almost like a personal question. I don't think I can answer that.
So this is, for our vegan viewers, this
Okay.
is plant-based patty, dipped in teriyaki barbecue sauce and topped with mango salsa and vegan cheddar cheese between a brioche bun.
Oh.
Now, I could eat that.
I could eat that.
I could go
Okay.
for
I
that.
could go for that. And it almost sounds healthy.
That is healthy.
Which is like nothing you've read so far. Okay.
Okay, we have the Italian mill.
Well, that's got your name all over it.
The Mac Daddy Empanada.
Ooh.
I'll read this one. This is from Gobble Gobble. It's macaroni and cheese and pulled barbecue turkey stuffed in an empanada. And can I just say, I love saying the word empanada.
It is fun. It's a good word. It's like supercalifragilistic. Fun word.
Street corn pizza.
Mmm.
The dirty dog. That is burnt-in brisket, link deep fried in cornmeal batter and dipped in barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of a corn dog. Okay, I can go there.
That's at R&W Concessions.
Okay.
The Indiana Grown Burger,
Okay.
cherry lemonade twister,
Mm.
cherry shake up,
Okay.
deep fried sandwich cookie ale.
Okay. Now, that one, deep fried sandwich cookie.
Ale.
So is it? So
Ale.
is it a drink or is it a deep fried thing?
Okay, this is an ale. This
So
is
it's a
beer.
drink.
This is a beer.
It's beer. Okay.
And this is at the Sun King concessions.
Oh, okay. Sun King's beer. I know
Yeah,
that.
so if you're a beer fan or your spouse or significant other is a beer fan, you can go to Sun King at the beer tent, get your little bracelet on, and you can
Oh.
partake in a delicacy of an oatmeal milk porter beer made with oats, lactose, chocolate malt, and 300 pounds of chocolate sandwich cookies.
In one drink?
No, not in one drink.
It doesn't.
I think they put all the ingredients in a big the thing that they brew the beer in.
The vat?
Yeah.
Is it a vat?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Or a cask.
or a
I don't know
cask.
what they use.
Well, that's an exclusive list. I'm sure. I'm going to go to the fair Friday, actually. That's my day at the fair, so.
I didn't know they had any of this.
I didn't either.
I go every year and I get the same 4 things.
I do too.
It's
I get
like,
my corn dog,
I've
my
been missing
lemonade.
out.
Me too. So we're gonna have to make copies of that list and take
And
it.
distribute them.
Distribute them. Okay, so
Vanilla Dream Coffee Ice Cream Soda.
okay, that sounds good.
I love coffee. That's at the Hooks Drugstore Museum and Soda
Oh, I
Fountain.
like Hook's Drugstore. That's fine.
Chocolate glazed popcorn.
That's good.
Cinnamon crunch corn.
Okay.
Give me some more bourbon shake.
Okay, I like bourbon. That might work too.
Okay, this is at Uric Concessions. It's vanilla ice cream, milk, Hotel Tango marshmallow, bourbon blended and topped with graham crackers, marshmallow, and chocolate.
That sounds like a good dessert one. Okay.
Lemon drop drizzle. And 3 more. Okay, this one I have to study hard to say it correctly. Nutellafant ear.
Nutella. So it's
Yes.
Nutella. It's Nutella
Yes,
on
you
an
got
elephant
it.
ear.
You
Okay.
got it.
I got that one.
You got it. It's fried dough with a Nutella spread topped with strawberries, bananas, and powdered sugar.
Oh, good
so it's kind
heavens.
of like an elephant ear to the next level. You know?
Well, that's like an elephant ear that's gonna have diabetes.
Well,
That's
you know,
what
if you were
that
having, you could actually have these and serve them with tea.
is. You
I'm
can
just
serve
saying.
it with tea.
But you
Is it a
have to-
crumpet?
Well, no, you cut them in little finger sizes, like
Oh, good heavens.
like those little finger sandwiches. S'mores funnel cake,
Okay.
and the last one, the Hoosier Slam Dunk Caramel Apple Surprise.
All right.
So there you have it.
And our winner, who mentioned, what did she mention? I wrote it.
Okay, our winner mentioned that I didn't hear of, I didn't know there was a thing, was the pickle pizza.
Pickle pizza.
And I found out, she said that was last year's specialty. And that was Debbie Flaw. You're the winner.
Debbie Flaw's the winner
our
of the white
beautiful
little
white,
Benartex.
white on whites with lace.
Yay! So congratulations. And thanks for watching us. This is the this is our silliness, so you guys know we're just ding dongs. So I hope you go to the fair and you have some fun. See you next week.